And it is definitely going to be a jam-packed weekend in Panama City Beach with the Gulf Coast Jam back for another year. And there's always plenty of information to be aware of in the coming days.
Let's go ahead and join News 13's Ethan Logue once again. He is live at Frank Brown Park talking to the show's producer about everything Gulf Coast Jam. Hey there, Ethan.
Hey there, guys, and I gotta say, being here at Frank Brown Park, being just a few hours away from the gates opening here for the opening night of the 11th annual Gulf Coast Jam, can really feel the energy in the air. Even though there's not a lot of people out and about right now, certainly that kind of anticipation is building, and we're getting ready for opening night in just a few hours. So we want to dive into all the details one last time. I'm going to be joined by Randy Lovelady, the executive producer of the show. So, Randy, to kick things off, I'm sure people coming probably know who some of their headliners are on the specific night they're attending, but maybe for people who don't know, can you kind of, again, rehash who's coming out this year?
Thursday tonight, Parker McCullum. Tomorrow night, we have Mr. Jelly Roll and maybe some guests, and Cody Johnson. And then, of course, Mr. Morgan Wallen, we've been waiting for 2 years to see, and he's finally coming.
Yeah, that's going to be a big night for sure on Sunday, one of the biggest artists in the world. Now, I think it's also worth too, Randy, we're just talking a little bit off camera. There's going to be a pretty big announcement made tonight for anyone showing up.
So every year I'm booking next year last week, so we have our first announcement who will be one of our headliners for next year. Okay. Plus we have a massive production tonight that everybody's going to get to see for the first time that's going to blow their minds.
So if you're coming out tonight, you have a ton to look forward to, not just the fantastic performances, but some big announcements as well. Now, we talked about it a little earlier too in the morning. For people who've been here maybe all 10 years or have been here in years past, there's some things new that they're going to be able to experience this year. Can you kind of touch on that?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the biggest things they're going to experience is bigger video walls, bigger sound. We actually have 2 sets of delays. That way the front people aren't getting killed to make sure the back people can hear. So we have better sound. And the biggest, we have our Overlook Club we've added this year, which is a special 100 seats. But the reality is the biggest new thing is the new talent that we have this year. We've been selling them for a year, and it's finally here, and it's time to throw down.
Yeah, sure, you can tell you're very excited. Now, it's worth mentioning, too, general admission tickets, unfortunately, those sold out. They sold out all the way back in November. But for people maybe still holding out some hope, is there any opportunities maybe that they could potentially get some tickets?
Yes, there is. We have us on our site. Go to gulfcoastjam.com. On our site, there's 2 sites, Light and Jam Packed. They're resellable platforms to where people that can't come for whatever reason or have whatever their problems are, that they take their tickets and they resell. That's the only place that we will say, if you buy these tickets, we'll honor them. So if there's a hurricane or a tornado or whatever, you get refunds, we take care of those. If you buy them from anywhere else, you're on your own.
Being risky if you do it from anywhere else. We'll also have a link on our website, mypanel.com, to their site with Light. Of course, as you heard Randy mention, that's the only site you can maybe potentially get tickets. But if you're coming out tonight, a ton to look forward to. Or if you're coming out really at any point over the weekend, so many big names coming out. It's going to be a fantastic time throughout the weekend here at Frank Brown Park in Panama City Beach. Guys,